My wife is trying to rope me into exploring her sexuality. Oh God. It's the guy blogger.
This is an odd one, actually. This is a dude where you go like, I feel like he thinks it's a trap.
You think so? Basically, his deal is his wife wants to have a threesome, and he's just like 55. He probably can't even get it up anymore.
He's 50. She's 48. They've been married for 19 years, and she's now bi.
Yes, and she goes, "I'm bi, and I want to have a threesome," and the guy's just like not interested.
He goes,
in it.
he's probably just like, I want to be left alone. Like he's reached that point, where being left alone brings him more pleasure than any sort of sexual scenario.
Yeah.
So she's like, threesome, and he goes, you two just go.
Well, the problem with
I'll maybe meet up with you.
You are right, but exactly, because the problem with being the like 50-year-old like looking for threesomes couple, the only real good ways to have threesomes is like you kind of need to be in the party scene, and it just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of are like around some hoes, you know what I mean? Because or you become full swinger, and neither of those are that appealing to start. You know what I mean? That's why Hollywood people, it's a little easier because they're like at those parties still. And,
yeah.
But your normal average guy isn't at a part. Most parties that a normal person's at, there's no girls around where you're just like, you want to fucking come with us?
You got to literally do the thing where you go buy up pineapples and you put them upside down on your front porch.
Exactly.
And then hope just like some weirdos show up.
So in his mind, he's like, this is going to be a whole lifestyle switch. Because being...
Yeah, lifestyle switch at 50, you're like, the only lifestyle switch I'm doing is divorce. I'm not doing fucking this.
Well, it's not really that appealing to be the guy at the bar. I mean, it's a literal trope, the guy at the bar that's just like, you know, the guy that buys you a drink and him and his wife are looking at you.
For sure.
I have 2 or 3 friends. So I know 2 different types. I know both. I know the type that it was like guys that have had threesomes just because they're like around fucking, you know, people that be down. And I also know a few people that are like in the lifestyle. Yeah. And in the lifestyle is undesirable.
Oh, for sure.
So basically, and they call them unicorns, and they're all like, it's a unicorn. It's like, it's literally 2 gross people like shacking up with some pig. You know what I mean? I tell you, if you're the couple at the swingers party, you're not looking at a wall of 10s on the counter.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, definitely not. No.
You are looking at, especially the type of girl that's there solo. So you can either be swingers where you're swapping around, but like if you go to the swingers party, the amount of girls that are like, I'm just here solo to hit a couple is few and far between.
Yeah, that's I mean, hence the unicorn moniker.
So if you're not like some rich guy that's in the party scene, you got a big boat and girls could just come on. It has to be structural like that.
Yeah, you have to have the boat. Like that's like, you got to live in Miami, have the boat.
You got to be the guy. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle choice to put yourself in those situations, or you have to be like essentially going to a legion hall of creeps.
Or you do like the resorts. That's even probably, you know, like all your vacations are like tied to your swinging.
Yeah, I guess again that goes back because if you got tons of money, you could. But again, you're still swinging. He's talking about a threesome. Yeah. If you go to the swingers resort,
that's the thing. Is like he's having this laid up for him, like so.
But he's not, because she's not saying, "Hey, I found this girl and we want to have sex with you." She's saying like, you know, well, let's have a threesome. And he's like, yeah, and she's like, well, let's get to work finding one.
yeah. I guess
like she might not be no spring chicken looking either, but she goes over to a girl and be like, maybe the 2 of us go home, and you're like,
yeah, he's just like, he's probably just like, yeah, in his mind, he's probably like, yeah, so you're gonna find another 48-year-old woman to have
lesbian,
sex with? Or a 48-year-old lesbian to work with?
And she's gonna be like, oh, my husband's coming, and she's like, I guess
you're just gonna literally just like go sweep the floors of Home Depot to find some chick to fucking bang wearing overalls. No thanks.
Yeah, and then this guy's gonna be there like, oh, okay, do I go? He just. So I think it's one of those things where literally it's going to be, you know, they're going to go try and have threesomes. They're going to be at the bar. Hey, we think that you're attractive. And she goes, oh, thank you. And they turn around and we go, okay, so it didn't work. Okay. And then eventually he's just going to be like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
They're like both reading the game. Like, trying to figure out. She goes, should we learn like maybe a tandem magic trick? We'll maybe do it. Maybe we both have a... You know, maybe it's like a group thing.
Yeah, it's just the guy coming back with the game. He throws it in the garbage. He goes, it's broken.
I don't want to play.
Yeah, the game's broken. It's rigged. He tries art of seduction. Just trying every different thing.
Yeah, I hate this. I like watching football more.
The couple just sitting in the bed together, both reading the art of seduction. Yeah, so you got to go to your local tavern and then get turned down 80 times. Yeah, the only thing is if the girl was like, I have it lined up, it's this girl, this is where she is, she's like bi and
she's down,
she's crazy. So like it really is like you want like she's a crazy alcoholic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's that's what you need.
That's the recipe right there.
A crazy alcoholic that I started hanging around. She's a menace, but like at the end of the night we could probably bring her home no problem.
Yeah.
And then you wake up, she's like, squatters, right?
She goes, I live here now. You go, fuck. Not worth it. This guy's probably playing out every scenario, and he goes like, "It's only a few scenarios where this is a good idea, and there's most scenarios are a bad idea." In his mind.
Okay, if you're not in the scene, I know people that are like good looking and have money, and it's hard for them to like properly pull off the threesomes. You know what I mean? Because it's really like scene dependent. Let alone like 55 average dude. You know, Barb and Chuck. You know.
Yep.
So I think I get where this guy's going. But more importantly is interesting the horny girl. Also coming out as bisexual when you're 50 and married is always funny stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that scene. I was once approached at me and my ex at a bar in Madrid. We were at this hotel bar.
By a girl?
By a couple.
But that doesn't interest anyone.
No, and then the worst was I was talking to the chick, and then she started telling me they were older, like they're probably like 10 years older. They're from New Zealand, and the guy had an earring. Like it was like exactly what you think, too. And the guy had an earring.
One earring.
And then she started talking about she had like a broken pelvic floor from having kids, and I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to bang you later? Like, what is going on here? Like, I don't know if you read The Art of Seduction, but it doesn't include me knowing about your damaged pelvic floor. And then at one point the guy goes, so he's like, what do you say we go up to a room and maybe we watch these two?
Oh, yeah, the accent?
He said that? Yeah. He goes, maybe we watch, the two of them and have a little fun. And then I was like, hold on. And I think I went to the bathroom, and then my ex, and then we ran away.
Spanked one
No,
out.
we ran. We go, yeah, let me think about it. And then we ran away.
Maybe we watch these two, have a fun.
Watch you have a little shake in it. I was like, I don't want to do this.
I actually, when I was with Maya fucking like 8 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever, right? This was at Pride. I think I've told you this probably, but we were at like some bar. And there was this girl, and then we sort of were like making out with her a bit, and we're like, let's take the girl home. But she was a little older, but like hot. And then like we were on the dance floor, and I was just kind of around, and the two of them were dancing. And then she starts going, she's dancing, and she goes, both my kids are retarded. She starts. She legitimately, she was like, oh, you from around here? Yeah, I've got 2 kids. They're both retarded. And she told my
damn, you know that was 10 years ago, because nobody would say that during Pride anymore.
Maybe he said, yeah, exactly. So she told her that both her kids are mentally ill. And then we're like, oh, this girl's maybe older than we thought. She's got 2 retarded. And we're just like, all right, well, I'll see you later, lady.
Good luck with that. Happy Pride.
And she was like, you sure you don't want to go back? I keep them in the cage. It's all they won't interrupt us.
They got muscles. You'll be fine. You're not going to get bit or nothing.
He's got a southern accent in Toronto. Boys, you're going to be fine if we just bring her back there. We got the kids in the old cage there, so... And they don't remember. They got a real bad short term, so if he calls you dad, you just keep walking.